Welcome to this explainer. Look, I am absolutely thrilled you're here today because we're tackling a topic that affects literally almost everyone, yet nobody really talks about it out in the open. Have you ever wondered why making more money sometimes leaves us feeling completely, utterly broke? It's a fascinating, honestly kind of agonizing paradox. So today we're taking a deep dive into the concept of golden handcuffs. We're going to break down exactly why higher incomes so often lead to higher stress, and more importantly, how you can actually break free from the whole cycle. Let's just dive right into it.
Okay, I want you to picture this. You've been working incredibly hard, putting in those grueling long hours, and boom, you finally get the promotion you've been waiting for. And it's not just a tiny bump. It comes with a massive 40% salary jump. 40%! You're probably thinking, wow, my life is about to change. So what actually happens next? Well, almost immediately, you pull the trigger on those upgrades you've been putting off. You buy that newer, sleeker phone. You move out of your cramped place into a way nicer apartment with an actual view. You finally trade in your car. You even start eating out at those fancy restaurants you used to just walk right past. And it feels amazing, right? It genuinely feels like you finally made it.
But then, we hit the painful paradox. Fast forward exactly 1 year later. You sit down, open your banking app on that new phone, check your balance, and your stomach just drops. Because almost nothing has changed. You earn more, so why are you still broke? I mean, you are making more money than you ever have in your entire life, yet you still feel just as financially strapped as you did before the promotion. No way, right? How is that even mathematically possible? It's deeply frustrating, but trust me, you are not alone in this. Section 1. The Silent Wealth Killer. Identifying the Trap. Let's look at the insidious financial trap that quietly keeps millions of hardworking folks from ever becoming truly wealthy. So, the answer to our paradox? It's called lifestyle inflation. This is basically when your spending increases every single time your income increases. It's a one-to-one ratio of earning and burning. Think about it. Instead of taking that massive 40% raise and using it to save, or throwing it into investments that'll grow over time, that extra cash just gets poured directly into funding a more expensive baseline lifestyle. You are essentially just raising the floor on what it costs just to be you.
And the crazy thing is, this trap doesn't happen overnight. You don't usually go out and just buy a private jet. It happens one seemingly harmless upgrade at a time. A slightly better phone here, a steeper car payment there. Suddenly you have 7 different streaming subscriptions when, let's be real, you only watch one show. Throw in a bit more online shopping and upgrading to premium economy for your flights, and boom. Each individual upgrade feels completely harmless, and frankly, you feel like you've earned it. But together, they form a financial black hole. They literally consume every single extra dollar you earn without you even noticing.
Section 2. The Trap. Ali versus Ahmed.
Let's look at a really concrete comparison to show you what I mean. We're going to follow the financial journeys of 2 people, Ali and Ahmed. Now, both of them start off in the exact same spot, earning $3,000 a month. And after 5 years of grinding it out, they both get promoted, doubling their salaries to $6,000 a month. Awesome, right? Well, despite having the exact same new income, their mindsets are totally different. Ali, he decides to upgrade the whole shebang. He gets the luxury apartment, the brand new SUV, the designer clothes, all the latest gadgets. So by the end of each month, he's got practically zero left over. Now, Ahmed, on the other hand, he definitely celebrates his success. He's not completely depriving himself, but instead of blowing his entire raise, he saves and invests the vast majority of it. Fast forward 10 years. Both guys have earned the exact same lifetime salary, but Ali's money is all tied up in depreciating things, stuff that loses value every single year. Meanwhile, Ahmed owns income-generating assets. His money is literally out there making him more money. And that right there highlights the absolutely crucial difference. Looking rich versus becoming wealthy. The diverging paths of Ali and Ahmed perfectly illustrate the fundamental difference between owning depreciating liabilities just to look wealthy to your neighbors versus owning income-generating assets to actually be wealthy in real life. Ali looks super rich on the outside for sure, but financially, he's incredibly fragile. Ahmed might be driving an older car, but he holds true financial power and freedom.
Section 3. The Psychology of Spending, and why our brains fall for it. Let's dig into the why.
Because if the math is so incredibly simple, why do so many smart, highly capable people fall right into this trap? Well, we need to look at the psychological and biological reasons behind this. And hey, I want to bring this up to remove any shame you might be feeling. If you've fallen victim to lifestyle inflation, it is not a moral failing. Not at all. It's actually just human biology mixed with some very powerful corporate forces. It all really boils down to something called hedonic adaptation. This is the psychological tendency for humans to quickly adapt to new positive changes. You see, our brains are basically hardwired to normalize our environment incredibly fast. When you buy that shiny new thing, you get this massive spike of dopamine. You feel on top of the world. But that excitement fades so fast. Your brain adapts, the new baseline gets set, and the thing that once brought you immense joy, it just becomes part of the background furniture of your life.
The reality of hedonic adaptation is perfectly summed up like this. Today's dream car just becomes tomorrow's normal car. That wildly expensive phone you waited in line for quickly just becomes the ordinary piece of glass you mindlessly scroll on. That luxury apartment with the jaw-dropping view? It just feels average after a few months of waking up there. And because that thrill is so temporary, we end up chasing another upgrade, then another, and another. It is an endless, exhausting cycle. And keep in mind, big companies understand this human psychology perfectly. That's exactly why advertising is constantly surrounding us, telling us that true success means buying that next tier of luxury. They're literally capitalizing on our biological wiring.
Section 4. Escaping the golden handcuffs. The blueprint for wealth. Now for the good stuff. Now that we understand the trap and the sneaky psychology behind it, let's shift to the solution. I really want to empower you here. The key to escaping isn't some extreme, miserable frugality. You don't have to eat rice and beans for the rest of your life or literally never take a vacation again. The real secret is simply ensuring your income grows faster than your lifestyle. So, here are the exact actionable steps to take when you get that next raise. This is how you outsmart the system. Step 1. Save a large portion first. The very moment that raise hits, automate a transfer so a significant chunk of it goes straight into savings before you even see it in your checking account. Pay your future self first. Step 2. Invest consistently. Don't just let the money sit there losing value to economic inflation. Put it into assets that will actually grow. And Step 3. Avoid upgrading everything all at once. Like if you get a promotion, maybe celebrate by upgrading your car, but keep your current apartment. Or, take a nicer vacation, but hold off on buying a whole new wardrobe. Staggering your upgrades disrupts that hedonic adaptation cycle we talked about and keeps your baseline totally manageable. You really have to internalize this reality. Financial freedom comes from smarter decisions, not just a bigger paycheck. Lifestyle inflation is a silent killer because it destroys wealth so quietly over the years, month after month. Don't get me wrong, a high income is a fantastic tool, but it's not wealth itself. The true goal of earning more isn't to just increase your spending limit. The goal is to keep more of your money working for you round the clock. Which brings us to the ultimate filter question. Before your very next big purchase, I want you to stop and ask yourself, will this make me richer or just look richer? It's an incredibly provocative thought, right? And it cuts right through all that marketing noise and the sudden dopamine rush. If you can actually answer this honestly, it can literally save you thousands of dollars every single year.
So the next time your income increases, resist that biological urge and the societal pressure to immediately upgrade your lifestyle. Take that extra money to buy your freedom, buy your peace of mind, and build a foundation that nobody can ever take away from you. Break the golden handcuffs and upgrade your future. So, the next time that direct deposit hits your account, are you going to buy another liability or are you finally going to buy your freedom?